Hello, and welcome back to the last time I play this save file until Shadow of the Erd Tree releases, probably. There's not really much that I feel I need to do. So my plan was to explore Atlas Plateau more thoroughly, but as part of that, I've recognized that I'm missing a sacred tier, which might actually be the one right here, but the sacred tier is the most important thing, because I'm not at 12 out of 12. But that's gonna be it. I'm gonna just explore for a bit, because I need that sacred tier. See if there's anything noteworthy in the Atlas Plateau. And if there isn't, then there isn't. The next time I play Elden Ring, it will probably not be tomorrow. It'll be like separate timing. Not that it really matters that much, but I think I will try and casually see how quickly. I've mentioned it many times. I'm gonna try to casually go through New Game Plus 1 on a different save file. My understanding is New Game Plus 1 is only like, I don't know, maybe 10-20% more HP and damage. I might be totally wrong, but it's not, they're not double. At least the hard enemies are not doubled. So I'm thinking it will be pretty quick and kind of interesting at least. And I'll be able to do it on a different save to get the death-based death rune ending, which will be less than efficient for getting to the end of the game quickly, but I think I should have the time. But I think it could be fun for me to see how quickly the game goes if you just rush the bosses. I'm expecting it to be easy. Not a grace that I missed. Kind of fun. I am focused entirely on checking if the church on the map gives me a sacred tier. After I do that, I will actually start properly searching this area. What hit me? Weird. Yeah. There's just not a lot left that I really know about, I guess. Like, there's weapons that I've missed. My other playthrough, there's a dagger that I don't have that is fairly noteworthy because it's like a one of the Dark Assassin's daggers, I believe. There's definitely a lot of these that I don't have. I actually messed that up because I couldn't remember the button to attack in this game. Oh. That looks neat. That could be fun. Because I think purely numbers-wise, I've been playing more Monster Hunter Rise than I've been playing Elden Ring for the last little bit. And it's very, disorienting, control-wise. Because there's a lot of stuff that's significantly more similar than I would have thought. Like, riding the dog. It's not a dog, it's a palamute. But riding the dog is press a button and then up in a different way than it is here. But that's how it works there and here. Oh, but the actual controls are totally different. Dragon Bolt Blessing is useful, I think. I can't use it, but like just generally speaking, it's useful. I almost jumped off that cliff. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the next little bit just running around. There's not a lot of particularly fascinating things that I don't think I've heard anything particularly interesting in the last little while. There might be something from that though. Maybe if I interact with this, it will point somewhere. I don't know. Maybe there's a dungeon under it. That'd be nice. Oh, yay. Please be a dungeon. This might even be that axe that I was talking about not having. Or the knife, the dagger that I was talking about not having. And, like, there's definitely a lot of, like, dungeons and stuff that I've missed. So I could probably continue playing this save for a while. Nothing. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that's the exact knife that I was talking about. That I knew about its existence, but I didn't know what it did. Shoots a blade-like projectile. It deals immediate damage and reduces max HP and continues to wear down HP for a while. Seems fun. Is this a hero's grave? I thought I did all those. I thought I checked that. Maybe I missed this. I'm trying to alt-tab, but it's always awkward in these games. Black Knife, Dragon Crest. Oh, this is the hero's grave. Okay. So I missed this one. That's good. That might take a little longer than I expected then. 40 minutes? Hopefully is enough, but it might not be. I've definitely missed a lot of the stone sword keys. Because I still have 19, and I still haven't done those two. Those two don't actually do anything important, but... Crimson Seed Talisman increases healing, I assume, from flasks? Yep. It's the same as this one. That's fun. I don't have the base cerulean, or the medallion, the base HP medallion. I only have the +1 variant. Okay, I'm going left. Oops. I guess I'm over-leveled. Guess I'm over-leveled. I do need to use this, because it's pretty fun. It's a pretty sizable damage bonus, and it changes the strong attacks. I'm not a fan of that type of attack, but... So... Oh, maybe this was... the first time... No, I definitely haven't... Is this supposed to be what introduces this light solution? And I just actually never saw this one first? Yeah, there's nothing over there. Because that seems like a much more blatant introduction of the mechanic. Whereas that other hero's grave, it does introduce it appropriately, but it's not nearly as clear of a tutorialization. That's kind of interesting. What's the purpose of the upper floor there, though? What does it do? Oh, that was rude. He spun very well. What do I get from being up there? Like, what benefit was there? It's just weird. Oh, wow. I genuinely didn't expect the yell itself to actually do damage. That's a lot of damage. It's very good. I mean, considering it's like second last boss of the game weapon, it should be good, but just because it is the second last boss's weapon doesn't mean it's gonna be good, so gonna be nothing, yeah. These are always possible. The rest are not worth checking. Hello. Hello. Come join me. Come join me for a meal. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I kind of like it. And I bet it's probably a better idea to re-up the buff before it wears out, because presumably the buff doesn't wear out when you start casting it. And so you get the strength bonus on that AoE hit, or strength attack bonus. That's interesting. Is it gonna... Yep. I knew that's... or I predicted that that's what was gonna happen, but it still got me to jump a little. Just a very slight jump. Okay, that's not the best strong... I didn't charge it. Okay. Ooh. I wonder if the Axe Talisman applies to the explosive part of that strong attack. Because that... It probably doesn't. Oh, because it could be treated like the beams of the Dark Moon Greatsword. Or it could be treated like the... like part of the actual strong attack itself. I kind of want to... So, strong attack. 9, set 14. It missed, because that's a very short AoE. I just need to get the 914, regardless of their HP. It might not hit. Yeah, it does apply, it seems. Okay, that's cool. I think that makes sense, because if it didn't apply, like, it's more of a physical attack as opposed to a magical skill application. Like, it makes sense that that's how it behaves. I just didn't know how likely it was. Oh, that's quick. After the first hit, you can really combo it quickly. I'll say this is one sort of advantage of Elden Ring having, I would say, more runes than you'll ever need. You can have, like... I have 60 strength, and 60 intelligence, and good and other stats. Like, it's too much, it makes it easier, for sure, but... it really opens up versatility. I should have probably done the next strong attack instead of stopping to light attack, but oh well. Because, sure, being able to use a strength weapon fairly efficiently is kind of less interesting when you're already totally free to use better weapons. Where... I'm assuming this is a bait scenario. But where would I bring him? I don't think he'll drop down with me, will he? And if he did, I'd have to run it all the way over there. Oh, let's see if he follows. He does! That's interesting. I really wouldn't have expected that. Oh, I probably could have ran out that one instead, huh? It looks likely. I'm really surprised that they made this guy... See, he didn't actually chase as far. But I'm really surprised they chase even this far. That was fun. Oh, neat. I can't remember where that door was. I think it's either at the end of here or behind me, but... I'm actually, like... very... I'm having a good time. It's fun to play the game when the game's basically over. I really hope Shadow of the Erdtree is explicitly balanced around being played like post-game. Because if it's balanced even kind of around being played mid-game, I probably won't get the full effect. And that's also why I don't want to go try to rush through New Game Plus on this save. Because I want to see what it's like, sort of get an idea of what it's at. Okay, funny. See where it's at in like a normal, like, I'm gonna say intended level. with the assumption that it's intended for end game, not early game. That was very easy, but well, it's not really surprising given everything. Okay, so that's an area that I missed. What do we need to do? Well, that was... I think that was the worst hero's grave I've seen. Like, that was the worst hero's grave. Genuinely, I really think the better hero's graves are the ones with the obnoxious, carts. Like, they're really annoying, but it maintains an aesthetic. Like, that one there does match the same aesthetic as the other one that also had the light mechanism. I just think this stupid sheep, or these stupid sheep, chased me so I can't access my inventory, my map. Like, why? Can I look at my map now? Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna say this is done. I think I already saw this, but I'll go check it now. Like, yeah, it's just a Stake of America and a spell there. Doesn't look like there's anything important that I missed in this area. There's a few small things. I have a tab open that I wanted to close earlier, but I forgot to. But, down I go. Because I was just checking for the last sacred tier that I still haven't actually applied to my, Ooh, he did a good job dodging. Still dodging. He did good. They did good, I don't know. Oops. I'm dead. Oh, I got to jump, thank you. I don't think there's anything down here to explore. I still haven't gone to a grace to restore my... Oh, yeah, that's a little more damage than I was expecting. I still haven't gone to a grace to restore my... anything. I haven't had to go to a grace intentionally. I did teleport, so it restored, but... Okay, so I'm just going here. Guess to mark it off on the map. Oh yeah, these guys. The wood folk. I do enjoy this weapon a lot more than I was really expecting. It actually is more than just an axe. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I didn't die. I got lucky. I should have died. But I guess there's down here. Maybe I've gone here already, but I could now because it would be marked on my map. I have been here already. Okay. Yet it doesn't get marked off as a ruin. That's interesting. I wonder what the decision making is on what should be and shouldn't be marked in that way. Pretty good. Yeah, but this is a pretty fun axe. I don't like axes in these games mostly, but it actually has enough unique to it that it's fun. Whoop, up. Nope, nothing there. Yeah, I guess I'll just meander for another little while. There's definitely stuff that I missed. I've intentionally skipped the Jarberg. That's an intentional decision. So I think Jarberg is just kind of sad. And I don't really want to do that to them. Like, sure, they're not in a great spot beforehand, but, like, they don't die until you actually show up and try to help. I missed. Up. Yeah, I guess I'll meander. I don't even have anything fun to talk about. The only fun thing is there was apparently a woman who passed away in 2017-ish, I think, who in the early 2000s, after a car accident that they were thought that it was suspected they wouldn't live for long after a car accident like that, they were, I guess I got hit by maybe the slugs thing did this. They were expected to die soon, so they... What happened? What changed? I'm still medium load. So why am I rolling like this? Okay, it just went away eventually. Must have been like slug babies or something gross. Guess I'll just explore around this tree for a bit. But they agreed to be part of a project where researchers would freeze their body at post-mortem, and then it would be cut into thin strips, like very thin. I don't know if it was top down or what. I haven't really looked into that because it is still kind of gross. But they agreed to be thinly sliced so that it could be like recorded and then I guess digitized, so that students and medical professionals, medical people who are training can view an accurate image of a human body. Now, if I opened a tab in a browser, I could find the name. I know that the woman in question was called Susan Potter, and there's a Wikipedia page that would indicate the name of the scientific endeavor. I will search that in just a moment, because I want to give a proper name of it, because it is kind of... Oh, I'm back here? Okay. Wait, no, this is a different one with the same name. I guess they're all called Woodfolk Ruins? Like, I think giving a name to the kind of interesting scientific endeavor is kind of worthwhile. Susan Potter. Cancer survivor, a disability rights activist, and a body donor for the Visible Human Project. Yeah, they thought they would die, but then they lived 15 years longer than expected. Yeah, there's something about how it was handled after her death. But the Visible Human Project is an effort to create a detailed data set of cross-sectional photographs of the human body. Which, like, it's pretty gross. That's annoying. They had way better aim than they should have, considering it's not like they could see me while they were puking at me. Yeah. I mean, don't look it up. Don't search Visible Human Project. You'll get cross-sectional images of, like, skull, and it's kind of gross. I really wouldn't suggest it. It's not, like, disgusting gross, but it's unpleasant. Well, it's very normal, but it's still gross. I'm gonna die to the... I didn't die. Lucky. He didn't spew any more death at me. There must be a status effect applied by these slugs that I just can't see because it's too dark. They're creepy leeches. I mean, I'm covered in slime. I guess that's what it is. There's just no indication on the bar below the health that there's any, like, status effect. Which I think is kind of lame. You could at least put a status on the bar. Yeah. Yeah, the data may be bought on tape or downloaded free of charge. Currently, no license agreement is required to access or download the dataset. However, general terms and conditions apply. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It's gross to me, but it's interesting that that's something that has been done. They only did it with, I guess, a total of 3 people, it seems. Which is not really a very big data set, but... many people are going to volunteer for this? Though, admittedly, it's not really that different from volunteering to be an organ donor if you're more interested in helping research instead of saving individual lives, which research could potentially save more lives, so it makes sense back and forth, the decision making. It's like both decisions make sense in my mind. Like, wanting to be an organ donor for like more direct either research or help, I don't know how organ donation works, versus wanting to donate it for less direct but still potentially life-saving research potential. But it's interesting that it exists. It's basically all it is for me. Like, it can give an idea of what a body looks like without, like, with a different manner than performing an autopsy or dissecting a cadaver. Or just looking at pictures of a dissected, you know, person. It's really... It is very off-putting as, like, a thing to think about. Just... It's icky. Just thinking about the whole process. Though apparently, the layers that were cut were, like, only hundreds of nanometers thin, which is pretty crazy thin, I think. I think originally they were hundreds of nanometers or micrometers, I can't remember. It was probably micrometers, because micro is still quite small, but nano is, I think, too much smaller. But, yeah. Twinned Knight Swords. Oh, the Navy Hood. That, I think, gives FP. Compared to the Crimson Hood. The Red Hood, that gives HP, or Vigor. Yeah. And this is kind of it. I'm really surprised. Like, I have nothing fun to talk about. Not that that was very fun, but... There's nothing fun to talk about. That was gross, too, but... I'm surprised by the timing. I think if Millennia had taken... Well, I guess I could just do the math. This will be the 4th, which means 16 days. And I think the math I did about... Millennia took about an hour and a half to 2 hours, which is between 2 and 3 days, 2 and 3 episodes. And so, if... My original expectation was that Millennia might take up to about 10 hours. Like, at most, about 10 hours. If it had taken 10 hours, that would have been... 1, 2 times... Okay, 9 divided by 3 divided by 2 is... So 6. Maybe 7. 8. Maybe 9. 9... What? No, that's not the math at all. That math is all wrong. That math is also not really math. It's just thinking about numbers approximately somehow. That's nice. 10 hours. 45 minutes. That's 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 13. So it'd be 14-ish. If I subtract 3, that'd be 11 episodes, which would be about 11 days. Which would be 5 more... Which would mean 5 days away from the release of the DLC is where I would be now. Assuming everything timeline-wise lined up the same if Millennia took 10 hours. So, aside from that, taking significantly less time than I expected, I think my timing to start this playthrough was pretty close, considering that how quickly that went through. Like, I'm very pleased with picking the right time to start playing. Okay. I've gone to all the windmills. I think I've ran here. I guess I could run around this area? I don't think there's multiple paths here. There's just that path that I followed. Oh, rude. Oops, wrong side, because I was looking backwards. So, there could be something right here, but I'm doubtful. I definitely ran here already, but I can try. I can double check. I'm just pretty sure I've gone there. This is sort of my issue with open world. If I don't do a thorough first pass, and I generally am not thorough enough, going back through to pick up missing stuff is never great. But what I think works well to me... Oh, there might be a... Yeah, there's probably a catacomb I missed. Nice. And I'll probably be able to finish it within the next 15 minutes. I am gonna miss stuff, and I'm fine with that. But... I guess I didn't go here previously. I think I stopped myself from going here. It's weird that it's a key room. Most of the catacombs are not stone sword keys. And this... Okay, yeah, so I haven't actually been here. Oh, it's this area. I remember exploring here in my very first playthrough, I think. I'm very happy with the fact that I have enough poise to not die there. That was pleasant. Oops. Perfumer bottles are actually kind of nice to get. That's funny. I'm like, the game's over, and I finally get these two. That one's probably pretty good, assuming you can apply it to yourself. Like a single immune, like blocking a single attack is pretty useful. Especially when you're fighting enemies that like two-shot you. There shouldn't be a little cave under this, right? Because there shouldn't be space. Oh, there is one. There is. Cool. But I'm going to make sure I finish this in the catacomb, and I can come back. I can do more between now and the release. I could do more after the DLC releases, but for now I'm not particularly worried. Because most of these things that I'm going to find, I'm not even going to use. I'm just going to find them for the sake of, like, collections. Which doesn't really serve much of a purpose. Do I have... I couldn't check if I get... Oh, lovely. It takes too long to feel properly positioned. I don't think that... Cause... Oh, okay. That was weird. I thought it was a weird red phantom that just weirdly appeared and wasn't attacking me somehow. But... yeah, anything else? I think pretty much everything that I would find at this stage of the game isn't going to be that important. Because, like, any weapons... I'm going to... Except for new weapons found within the DLC, I'm not going to find a new weapon that I'm going to use. Like, the odds of finding a new weapon that I would want to use is pretty low. Because I actually am happy with the diversity I have in weapons now. I have a few strike weapons. I have a few... Did I even apply that Ash of War to the weapon, or did I forget? I did apply it, okay. Like, I have a few weapons I can try. I have a few strike weapons. I have an axe now. I don't have any thrusting weapons that I actually want to use, but also I hate thrusting weapons, so it's not a real big loss. I mean, I've definitely missed a lot of places. I have 17 stone sword keys. There's no way there's that many extra. I say that. I say that there's no way that there's that many extra, but then I have 9 extra golden seeds, which is a little bit more extreme. So I don't know. Okay, that has been maxed out now. It only took 8 centuries. I really want endurance higher. Let's let it sit. I'll just collect runes for now. I mean, if I collect runes for a bit, I can switch this off for this one. And I'll just collect runes today. Any runes I gather, I just save. And then I can potentially use them, as long as I don't die, for new weapons and upgrading them. I hope there are fun, creative weapons. I have to be honest, the only things that really matter to me, fun weapons and fun enemies. And, like, the environments don't even need to be exceedingly spectacular. Obviously, it's better if they are. But if monsters, I'm thinking of the wrong game. Oh, not this catacomb. Oh, I hate this catacomb, I think. This might be the catacomb where you have to do a bunch of dropping, and it's just awkward, but it also might not be, which would then suggest that there's another catacomb that I've missed somewhere. If this isn't the catacomb with the annoying drops. No. The catacomb with the annoying drops that I'm thinking of is, I believe, the path down to, or past, Moog the Omen. Which means that I've already done enough of that, in my opinion. Because I beat Moog the Omen. The only thing further down than that is the, like, cursed ending. This is gonna be nothing. Yeah. It's always worth checking. Okay, so I have to go back up. Here. Good job. Comboed. I do love the scaling in this game. I really enjoy being able to feel the fact that the character has grown significantly stronger. Oh yeah, that's where I need to go for sure. Like... What? Oh, I guess that was a pre-made corpse, huh? I assumed that anything that was floopy was alive. Because most of the time when they have fake-outs, they don't actually move like this. But there's a lot of these ones that actually move. That's cool. Yeah, I think in the DLC, the most important thing is having enemies to fight that are interesting. And cool weapons. Like, good variety, you know, different options that have unique utility, maybe. Apologies. That's a new one. I don't know where these actually are. My beloved. It's not... Oops, misclick. It's not quite quick enough to be able to do my apologies, my beloved. But it's close enough. I guess this is the last thing I'll do. I'll kill this thing, it'll probably be pretty easy. Because I'm over-leveled, over-geared, all that. Ooh, that might be dangerous. This might be worse than I expected. Except for the fact that that didn't do nearly as much damage as it would need to be. Yeah. I didn't think it would be quite this easy, maybe. Like, when I saw the two of them, I thought it'd be a little bit rougher. Kind of interesting. You actually got the one you killed this time. Oftentimes you don't get the thing you killed, but I literally just killed Perfumer Trisha and I got Perfumer Trisha. Neat. Cool. But yeah, time to stop this playthrough. Wait for the DLC. Not long, just a little over 2 weeks. Hoping there's fun weapons that are interesting and not just different stat distributions and how they scale. But I don't know where it will start. I can only imagine it could start here. Or it could start in the Halig tree. No, it wouldn't be in the Halig tree. It just seems unlikely to put it in the Halig tree, mostly because that's kind of an awkward spot. Oh, I'm actually going to climb this. This is kind of fun. Okay, up, up. Okay, I want to go around here. Up. No, drop here. Okay, good. Up. No, there's a wall. Cheater. I want to stand beside the egg. I'm assuming the DLC might start here. But I don't know. It's possible that it'll be walk up here, touch the hand, it'll transport you into a dream. It's possible. But yeah, this playthrough will pause. What? Oh, dead people. Yeah, I mean, I should have expected dead people in this area. What are they? Oh, they were trying to rune arc and they got bodied. Wait, they were using the... What kind of setup is this? That sword looks like the... Faith Greatsword that you get from the final boss. I could be wrong. It looks like they're using this. But the Albinoric head I thought was a bonus to Arcane. Yeah, they're definitely using this. But that Albinoric head... I thought... Oh, is it this that gives Arcane? And what's the... Is the Albinoric head just goofy? I don't even have it, do I? Okay, I mixed it up. Maybe it makes sense. Maybe the Albinoric head isn't completely worthless. Because this is bad. Using this with something that doesn't benefit from Arcane seems like a bad idea. But maybe the Albinoric head is just a funny head. I'm surprised I don't have it. I thought I had found that one. But I guess not. What's this one? Oh yeah, no. I don't like that. But it's time to wrap up. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna set this up so that when I come back, I have the setup that I use for most of the game. I didn't have these equipped the whole time, but I just feel like leaving it with the... I think what to me is the most recognizable image, which requires Morgoth's armor. Where is Morgoth's armor? Is it way further to the bottom? It's so hard to find. Because I don't know how to see. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's that. I want all those. I'm not going to equip that. That's wasteful. But I don't need this. What I do need is the FP preserver. Don't need this. I don't need it. Okay, this goes away, this goes away. I always have the regen. I've taken to wearing this one, but I'll stick with this for now. And no, if I want a good idea of how the fights work, I should go with purely like neutral effects. Which would include this. This is neutral and... that's neutral enough. So this weapon's great. It's useless for my setup, I think, but this one's super useful. Except you can't even cast it without enough faith. Makes sense, actually. I'm gonna switch weapons. I will leave off with the Darkmoon Greatsword equipped and the Jellyfish Shield. In which case I should equip this. Is this a setup? No, it isn't. What is this? This would be a defensive item. Talisman, but I'll leave it for now. it's time to wrap up for now. Apologies. I'd like that. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna try to see how quick my other playthrough can go through New Game Plus, skipping Millennia because I don't want to fight Millennia. Millennia is not fun to fight. It's a cool fight. I don't think it's a fun fight. I think every other fight, except for generic dragons, is more fun than Millennia. Millennia is hard, but it's not fun. Yeah. Oh, actually, I should do that facing this way. Yeah. So yeah, I'll stop, and this character won't... They might be back, but they probably won't be back until the DLC is going to release. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.